Chapter 1, The Garden. Part 1, Julian's Wake-Up Call. Julian Mantle, a high-powered lawyer in the heart of New York City, finds himself on the brink of disaster as his high-stress lifestyle finally catches up with him. A heart attack becomes the shocking wake-up call that Julian desperately needed. Lying in a sterile hospital room, he reflects on his life, realizing that his pursuit of material success has left him spiritually bankrupt. Determined to change his path, Julian makes a life-altering decision. He sells his prized possession, a gleaming red Ferrari, symbolizing his former life of excess, and begins to seek a deeper purpose. Part 2, The Quest for Inner Peace. Julian Mantle embarks on a journey of self-discovery, leaving behind the bustling streets of New York for a secluded retreat deep in the Himalayas. There, in the tranquil embrace of nature, he learns the ancient wisdom of the sages. Julian delves into meditation, yoga, and mindfulness practices, seeking inner peace and spiritual enlightenment. As he sheds the trappings of his old life, he finds solace in the simplicity of his new existence, surrounded by the beauty of the mountains and the whispers of the wind. Chapter 2, The Seeker. Part 1, John's Curiosity. John, Julian's close friend and former colleague, is bewildered by Julian's abrupt disappearance and radical transformation. Unable to ignore his curiosity and a growing sense of emptiness in his own life, John embarks on a quest of his own. He decides to follow the trail to India, determined to find Julian and discover the secret behind his profound change. John's journey takes him across continents, immersing him in diverse cultures and spiritual practices as he inches closer to his elusive friend. Part 2, The Path to India. John finally reaches the sacred land of India, a place teeming with spirituality and ancient wisdom. Guided by cryptic clues and conversations with locals who have encountered Julian, John navigates the vibrant chaos of Indian cities and the serene tranquility of ashrams. Along the way, he encounters gurus, yogis, and seekers of all kinds, each offering a unique perspective on life's deeper meaning. John's determination and growing spiritual awareness keep him moving forward, his heart filled with hope that he will eventually reunite with Julian and unlock the wisdom he seeks. Chapter 3, The Ancient Wisdom. In this pivotal chapter, Julian, the wise mentor, imparts his profound wisdom to John, the eager learner. Through their deep conversations and shared experiences, Julian instills in John the invaluable lessons of living a purposeful life. Julian emphasizes the significance of finding one's life purpose and aligning one's actions with it. He teaches John that true fulfillment comes from pursuing meaningful goals and making a positive impact on the world. Furthermore, Julian delves into the importance of holistic well-being. He guides John on how to take care of his physical health through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest. Simultaneously, he emphasizes the significance of nurturing one's mental well-being by cultivating a positive mindset, managing stress, and practicing mindfulness. One of the most profound lessons Julian imparts is the pursuit of inner peace. He teaches John various techniques and philosophies that enable him to find tranquility amidst life's challenges. Through meditation, reflection, and a deeper understanding of oneself, John begins to experience a newfound sense of inner peace that significantly impacts his outlook on life. Chapter 4, A Magical Meeting with the Sages of Savannah. In this enchanting chapter, John embarks on a mystical journey and encounters the enigmatic sages of Savannah, revered for their ancient wisdom. The sages introduce John to the 7 virtues of enlightened living, which have been passed down through generations. Mastering the mind, the sages emphasize the importance of taming the wandering mind and harnessing its potential. They teach John techniques for sharpening his mental focus and clarity. Practicing self-discipline, through stories and practical guidance, the sages illustrate the power of self-discipline in achieving one's goals. John learns the art of controlling his impulses and staying committed to his chosen path. Balancing emotions, the sages reveal strategies for managing emotions effectively. John gains insights into the wisdom of remaining calm and composed in the face of adversity. Cultivating compassion, compassion is celebrated as a cornerstone of enlightened living. John is shown the transformative impact of kindness and empathy in both personal relationships and society at large. Living in the present, The sages introduce John to the concept of mindfulness, emphasizing the beauty of the present moment. He learns to let go of worries about the past and future, finding contentment in the now. Embracing simplicity, through their own simple lifestyles, the sages demonstrate the benefits of minimalism and the freedom it brings. John begins to reassess his own priorities and possessions. Seeking wisdom, the sages impart their knowledge about the never-ending quest for wisdom. John is encouraged to be a lifelong learner, constantly seeking to expand his understanding of the world and himself. As John absorbs these teachings from the sages of Savannah, he undergoes a profound transformation, setting the stage for his continued journey towards enlightenment and a purposeful, virtuous life. Chapter 5: The Power of Discipline. In this pivotal chapter, Julian, the wise mentor, imparts a crucial lesson to John about the transformative force of daily routines and disciplined living. Julian stresses that success and fulfillment are not the outcomes of sporadic efforts, but the result of consistent discipline. He guides John in understanding that a disciplined life forms the foundation for achieving one's goals and finding contentment. Julian shares anecdotes of accomplished individuals who attribute their achievements to rigorous daily routines. He emphasizes that discipline isn't about self-punishment, but rather a means of aligning one's actions with their aspirations. Throughout the chapter, Julian and John delve into practical strategies for building and maintaining discipline, exploring topics like time management, goal setting, and the importance of perseverance. Chapter 6: The Interrogation of the Sages. In this intellectually stimulating chapter, John's quest for knowledge and personal growth continues as he engages in profound conversations with the sages. Each sage represents a unique perspective on life, spirituality, and personal development. John's questions are diverse, spanning from the meaning of life to the role of adversity in personal growth. The sages respond with wisdom, offering different viewpoints and practical advice. They share their own life experiences, spiritual insights, and the lessons they've learned along the way. Throughout this chapter, John's curiosity drives the narrative as he delves deep into the realms of philosophy, spirituality, and self-discovery. Each interaction with the sages unveils a new layer of understanding, challenging John's preconceptions and inspiring him to embark on a more profound journey of self-discovery. Chapter 7: The Spiritual Oasis. In Chapter 7, titled The Spiritual Oasis, John embarks on a soul-searching journey to the Himalayas. High in the pristine mountains, he immerses himself in the ancient practices of meditation and self-reflection. Surrounded by the breathtaking natural beauty and tranquility of the Himalayas, John experiences a profound spiritual awakening. During his time in the Himalayas, John begins to grasp the profound truths about life's purpose. He encounters wise spiritual mentors who guide him in understanding the interconnectedness of all living beings and the importance of living in harmony with nature. Through rigorous self-examination and meditation, he discovers the depths of his own consciousness and learns to let go of material desires that had previously consumed him. As he treks through remote villages and monasteries, John witnesses the simplicity and contentment of the local people, which further deepens his understanding of the true meaning of life. In this chapter, readers will be captivated by the vivid descriptions of the Himalayan landscape, the introspective moments of John's journey, and the spiritual insights he gains. Ultimately, the spiritual oasis leaves readers with a sense of awe and wonder about the transformative power of nature and self-discovery. Chapter 8: A Return to the West. In Chapter 8, titled A Return to the West, John leaves the serene beauty of the Himalayas, carrying with him the profound wisdom he has acquired. He returns to the Western world, but he is no longer the same person who had left. John is determined to share the insights he gained during his spiritual journey with others who are seeking a deeper understanding of life. Back in the Western world, John faces the challenges of reintegrating into a fast-paced, materialistic society. However, armed with the lessons from his time in the Himalayas, he navigates this world with a sense of inner peace and purpose. John becomes a passionate advocate for mindfulness, environmental conservation, and the importance of fostering meaningful connections with others. In this chapter, readers will witness John's efforts to bridge the gap between Eastern spiritual wisdom and Western culture. He starts teaching meditation and mindfulness workshops, sharing his experiences and the transformative power of inner peace. Through encounters with friends and family, he strives to inspire those around him to reevaluate their priorities and seek a more meaningful and balanced life. Chapter 8 showcases John's commitment to making a positive impact on the world by spreading the profound insights he gained during his Himalayan journey. It explores the challenges he faces in trying to convey these teachings in a society that often values material success over inner fulfillment. Ultimately, A Return to the West is a chapter of hope and transformation, as John endeavors to lead by example and inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and spiritual awakening.